All right, y'all, welcome back. So, I just want to talk about, okay, who's really running the show, y'all? Who on this 3D plane is running the show? Okay? We gotta understand this shit. We gotta really break this shit down. Like, because I was just discussing with my spirit guides. Because they were talking to me and they were telling me who the fuck is really running the show, which I knew already. And I've said already, I put plenty of videos out. But who's running this whole situation on the 3D plane? And you tell me. See, the divine is a divine frequency. It's greatness. It's a beautiful frequency. And y'all make sure y'all hit that like and subscribe if you're new to this channel. Support the truth. Okay? Divine, we have to from. You gotta understand where it stems from. It's a little different from your mother having a child. You knew it took a man and a woman to create it, right? So it's shit like that. Y'all have to take it really far back. Okay? We talk about program. Some of y'all will be like, oh, what is a program? What is a program? What is a matrix? Do the math. Who created? See, nobody can be greater than creator that created all things. Not even the creator that created, these technology today. It will never be greater than the creator that created all things. Okay? Okay? We have to understand who and what runs this country and is running us down into a deep state of our own minds. Okay? They would call it intellectual beings. But you would think an intellectual being is divine. Well, there is some divine intellectual beings, which would be the awakened ones. Okay? Somebody who believes in peace and love and equality. Okay? But we got to understand where this is from. All right? Let me explain to you the delusional mindset of a physical 3D demonic being. Okay? And what they look like beyond what they portray themselves to be. Okay? See, this demonic being, which is be a deceiver of himself or a deceiver of herself, has a way of life. Okay? That they feel is the right way. Okay? So if you just picture yourself in school. Picture yourself in school. All your life, you had your popular kids, and you had your non-popular kids. You had your goths in one corner, and you had your types. You had your types of people, types of beings, types of frequencies. Okay? But you will be the greatest of them all will be the honor roll students. You know, it will be the honor roll students. Now they paint the honor roll students not to just be of smart, but to be of beauty, popularity. You see what I'm saying? You guys grew up. You know what school's like. You feel me? Where they have your nerdy group and you have your popular group. Those are the those are the two type of groups that go against each other. The jock against the nerd. Okay? So you tell me all these years of being picked on. They had school way back in the days. They always had a school system, a programming. They always had one where they were popular, better looking, what they sex, beauty. Okay, you got your beauty pageants. You know, how come you don't got your nerdy pageants? Everything's based off of beauty, sex. They say money, sex sells, right? Sex sells. Everything's sex. Why can't you make a song without clothes on these days, right? Pay attention to the programming. So if you break down what the outcome of this is, let me tell you something. A man, a very handsome man, can get many women. A very beautiful woman can get many men. So they don't need to put out a programming for the programming that's already accepting them. Do you understand me? So the competition with a beautiful person is an ugly one, or what they believe is ugly. Maybe some people bully them and told them that they were ugly. You know, back in the days, oh, you ugly. You know how they would say the Hunchback of Notre Dame is what they would call and deem ugly. You know, they had days back in the days where they would do this. Beyond our years. They were still the beautiful versus the ugly. So what happens when someone is not being loved and somebody's not being appreciated and you're not getting and you're getting neglected and abandoned? You tend to want to change the world. You would tend to want to change the world. So you would change the world for the better of you. Okay? Instead of just saying, I accept myself for who I am and there's always someone out there for me that will love me, you decided to play God. See, someone who is handsome or some female who is beautiful don't have time to sit in a lab to create a better looking being. Don't have time to sit in the lab or a room to type up or conjure up some kind of dark idea. So you get what I'm getting at if you're paying attention and you understand. This country is not led by beautiful people. No. It's not. Those are the puppets. They're puppets. The Hollywooders are puppets. They just straight puppets. Your governments are puppets. This country is ran by a bunch of fucking nerds who couldn't get their rocks off, couldn't get their dick sucks, couldn't get no pussy, so they wanted to create artificial intelligence. And now they got us, the people, wanting and desiring the shit that they desire. Pay attention, y'all. Pay attention. If you're doing your research, it's always the nerd that gets the deal. You got Facebook created a way to socialize. Okay, who the fuck socializes these days at home? Pay attention. A bunch of nerds who can't go out in society and be liked. Huh? What is catfish about? Catfish is about becoming something, saying you're something that you're fucking not, right? And then in the real world, you're just a lost, confused, desperate person that will be willing to put on and portray something you're not. This country is not ran by beautiful people. This country is ran by demonic, ugly beings who don't love themselves. Now, I'm not perfect, but I know inside my soul, I'm beautiful. My light is bright, and that's what I go by. If they don't, they hurt, they scorn, and they're not lovable because they don't love themselves enough to say, I love myself. So what they do, they create Facebook. They create Instagram. Better ways for them to communicate with people. Better ways for them to be predators. Overly sexual demons who would manifest through electronics. Now they want to fuck. And some of them, they're willing to pay you to fuck. Look at Harvey Weinstein. Harvey Weinstein was a fucking nerd. Old, dried up pedophile. Loser. But he got hella money. All these nerds and many more. Epstein don't even fucking look bad. He don't even look handsome. He's just a fucking nerd. Puppetized in Hollywood. Setting up the popular kid. Get him caught red-handed. Not saying that's a bad thing for them to get these Hollywooders caught. But they should. They should go down with the ship. But they're not going down by themselves. The puppeteer is not a fine-ass person. The puppeteer is a nerdy-ass motherfucker who made money value. Who programmed us to believe that what we believe in is okay. Yeah, you can use this stuff as good, and that's how it should have been used as. But you got more predators and perverts and shit on this shit more than a regular person. People looking for revenge, so they go on and they do this wicked shit. It's programming you. You see what I'm saying? But see, the program that they created is going to backfire, and it is backfiring on them. It's what you would call a crash. So when you sit there and you see somebody bullying somebody and telling them that they're ugly and they ain't shit and they're this and that, stop them. Stop them. Because they don't know what they're messing with as far as what they're gonna manifest. And a being who feels hated, who feels disloved. So you got the nerd who used to get bullied by the popular kid, and now the popular kid is being puppetized by the nerd. The nerd said, without me, you wouldn't be who you are today. Trying to stay on top. Trying to meet the expectation of the world. You want these beautiful women? Well, bring them beautiful women to me. Let them know that I got the money. You're just my puppet. You're my slave. And it also got your partners, your loved ones, trapped into that shit too. You got to be an intelligent mind. You got to beat the programming. You'll never beat the creator that created all things, but you'll beat the program of a deceiving creator, a false prophet creator. You will never be greater than the creator that created all things. So your competition is not anything other than someone who didn't love themselves. It will conjure up a spirit of darkness that will make this spirit of darkness deceive its own self, don't love its own self, and make it create something worth loving. You don't think these people sit in that corner and conjure up these things? This is what they do. They fall in love with fucking robots. Technology, because technology don't judge me. I hate humans is what they do. They hate humans. They hate people that judge them because at the end of the day, they don't love themselves. So when y'all sit here and y'all say, well, who's running the show? That's who's running the show. So if you would want someone who bullied a female, or you would want someone who bullied a male and told them they were ugly and they were shit, that's why I said don't even bully these karmics. Don't even bully these masculines lost. They have to break their programming. When they realize who's running the show, they ain't going to be happy about that. They realize a lot of these tough guys, pretty boys, start to fade. They become non-existent because now they're competing with other handsome people. They got the handsome people competing with handsome people. So now it's who got what and what got what and who got who. You understand me? That is your freaking 3D programming as far as the programming that's trying to take over what God is. See, this nerd in a shop who ain't getting no play has turned this world upside down as it planned to do. To get us all to hate each other. To get us all to dislike each other. To get us all to just stop being so picky. It's a wake-up call. It's a wake-up call. So this country is ran by this country and many more other countries ran by a bunch of nerds who just wanted power and wanted to defeat the creator that created them. They wanted to change the world, and they did. They wanted to change the mindset of the people, and they did. They would use the cool guy to bring in the girls. Because he would pay the cool guy, because the cool guy only loves himself, turns him into a narcissistic asshole. Okay? Turns them into a reflection of what they wanted to be, a puppet, puppetizing the cool guy and the cool girl, making them do, hey, you want to be more beautiful? You want to be more powerful? Offering them more power, offering them more beauty, because they're fucking idiots. This is the war we caught in between. The war of beauty. This is why the devil looks like an ugly beast It's like the battle of the Beauty and the Beast. Okay? This is why the devil looks like the beast. And this is why what they would call Jesus looks like a peaceful person. You see? This is a battle against good and evil. No, this is a battle against beauty versus ugly. And they're torturing the shit out of the beautiful people because they believe that they're ugly. And they're not ugly. Nobody is ugly on this planet because there is no look. You were created in your own image. There is no such thing as a beautiful fucking person, as well as there is no such thing as an ugly person. That illusion was created. And you believe now that you are attracted to someone because they look like what they taught you to believe. A Beyonce, okay, a Katy Perry, or Britney Spears, or some kind of shit back in the days. And now they got you running around here wanting to look like a stripper hoe, like Cardi B. And look at the sex is taking more clothes off and more clothes off. And that is not who we are. I don't want to hear, yeah, we were born naked. Okay, well, a lot of us today are not mature enough to say, okay, there's a naked body there without clenching or getting a hard on. We don't have that self-discipline. We don't have that self-control to sit there and see a naked person and say, I'm not going to want to fuck them. We don't have that self-control. If a man sees a naked woman, he's automatically a hard dick. If a woman sees a beautiful man, she's automatically wet pussy. The mind is in its lower self. You could tell that they're promoting the lower self because of the way that they're promoting sex. They're not promoting you to stay in your highest self. They're not promoting you to think with your brain. That's what they should have did. They should have taught people how to be smart. That's what they should have did. That's what them nerds should have done. They should have taught people how to see beauty as not an option. Beauty and brains is not an option. They call women dumb blondes. They call, white women dumb blondes. What are you doing? What the fuck? What is a smart blonde? So it's like this stereotypical world has placed people in a category. You go from school to be out here in the real world and people think you're ugly and you're this and you ain't bad. And now you're out here trying to change your body using the same thing that's trying to destroy you to, you think, make you better. You get a Botox here and a butt injection there, and then you want more. And don't forget the gender. Don't forget the gender. Oh my God, they make you think that you shouldn't be who you are. They teach you to hate yourself. What is that? Instead of loving yourself. I love myself as who I was born to be. I love myself to know that I was born to be this in this lifetime. My DNA says that I am this, and this is what it is. And this is what I must learn in this lifetime. You don't want to learn your lessons in this lifetime. You want to go with the programming. I don't give a flying fuck what your desires say. Your desires only say this because you were programmed to be in your lower chakra, your base chakra, where you are only desiring. You're in your base chakra. If you was in your mind, you would have used your brain. If you was in your heart, you would have used your heart. But you're not reaching past the crown chakra. You're not going there. Nobody wants to go to the crown chakra where they got their mind right. Everybody wants to just stop at the throat chakra and down. Avoid most of the activations in their body. Because that's what you're programmed to do. They know what the fuck they're doing. They know exactly what they're doing when they're reprogramming you. But you don't know. You don't know that you're being reprogrammed by a thirsty, overly sexualized, bored, damn near psychopathic, freaking narcissistic Looney Tune who was created that way by their own enemies. They're destroying us because they hate us. If you hate something, you will create the opposite of itself, artificial intelligence. Well, now Siri is telling you, hey, calling you by your name. And if you decided to put, hey, Siri, and store in your phone or your Alexa whatever you want them to call you. Hey king, hey queen, hey beautiful. You're okay with artificial intelligence telling you somebody's post is what it is when it's not. You're binging off this AI shit. It's become your god. Because guess what? Now you are the ugly one trapped in the house and nobody can see you but AI. Nobody can see you but AI. That's why you got cameras, phones with the cameras in the back and the cameras in the front. So they can always see you. So AI can always see you. Ain't no smart man, like ain't no jockey or ain't no popular guy got the time to sit there and put two wires together and say they got time to look in a fucking mirror. Who's the one who don't got time for it? Who got plenty of time to conjure up this kind of demon? Huh? You do the math. I'm not saying you can't be a handsome man and be smart, but let's keep it real. A smart man got a lot of time, knows how to use his time wisely. A wicked man will only keep his mind set on one or two things. The mission that's impossible. Okay? So we got to pay attention to what's going on and how these energies are manifested. So now we got a lot of people off their path because they're in love with AI. They're more in love with AI than they is in love with God. They're more in love with that than they're more in love with their looks. If they don't get enough likes, they get upset. If they don't get enough attention, they get upset. They don't get no phone calls, they get upset. If you didn't have a cell phone, how would you be able to be communicated against? You know? You would literally have to go out into the world to get some kind of communication, right? See, AI made it easy for you to want to have that kind of attention. You want calls to come in. You want likes on Instagram. You want this shit like that. More numbers is what they tell you. More money, more problems is what you need to see. More money, more problems. So I just want y'all to understand where it's stemming from. Why your masculines and your feminines is programmed, why you yourself have to break this program, is because you've been controlled by somebody not like you. Some people are going to abuse it. Some people are going to be happy with it. A lot of people are happy with it because a lot of people feel like they're lonely inside. A lot of people feel like they don't have enough love in this world. No matter how beautiful you are, it'll drive you insane. And this is what they wanted. This is what they wanted. They wanted you to hate yourself because they hate themselves. See, you're reflecting a nerd inside a house. Now you're stuck in the house all day, on your phone all day. You go out to clubs these days. You go out to a bar these days, and everybody's in their phone. Everybody rather entertain AI than entertain real world now. Your attention span is below its normal IQ. You think it's okay. You're okay with it. You're comfortable in it. But that's not the real reality. You're living an illusion. Picture life as if there was not. So here we got in our houses. We got more Chinese stuff in our houses than anybody do. Everybody got Chinese. If you take a look, pick up one thing in your house. I guarantee you, made in China. You don't think a nerd will buddy up with another nerd? See, China is more advanced than America. Smart. Who the fuck would make a deal with that? A nerd. A dude who wants more power. Somebody who wants more control. You understand me? Of the minds of the mass. Conjuring up these ideas. So, you do the math. Your leader is not God. God is trying to help you fight this battle. Your leader is AI. Your God is AI, artificial intelligence. Your God is this illusion that it placed on you or in your mind. And you're okay with it. You fell in love with it. It's everything to you. You can't put your phone down. You can't get off of it. You can't get off of it. It's a drug to you. You're addicted now. You're addicted to the power that you could have, the power of popularity, the power of how many likes you can get, the power of how many shares you can get, the power of all this shit you think you got. This dumbass desire for luxury, this dumbass desire for a lavish lifestyle. You're chasing that dream that you will never have, because the more you're looking for that dream, the less it's going to come if you're in tune with God, if you're in tune with the true self. You don't want to chase that. You believe that you're wasting life just, a lot of these programmed minds believe that they would rather be on their phones all day. Or if you don't want to talk to me, somebody else would. I'll just go right on a dating site and boom, there's somebody talking to you on there. Keeping the options open and shit, right? But you don't get what's going on. You don't see what's going on. You can't see past go. You're stuck in the monopoly game, and it's all about money and power and how much you can build and how much you can get and how much popularity you have, and you fell for it. You fell for the okie doke. Now the people waking up, yeah. People waking up, but they still want to keep the programming. They still want to keep the program, just change the bosses. They want to keep the program, but they want to change the bosses to a better boss. So we want to keep the AI, but what we're going to do is change the better boss who's not as demonic, who's not as overly powerful, where they want to take over the humanity with robots and shit. It's okay to have Alexa in your house. It's okay. It's okay to have Siri on your phone and shit. It's okay. We're still going to listen in on your conversations and your phone calls and shit. We're still going to do all that. We still want to be able to see you guys on the camera. But what we don't want to do is turn these sex robots into walking legal aliens. This is where it got to stop, right? That's where it got to stop. That's where it got to stop, when these sex dolls got a personality. Because then it'd be no different from a human being, correct? Then it will become the new race. There will be no human race. The human race will be slaves amongst the AI, because just like any human with emotions can control and can't control their emotions, but you build an AI robot that comes with emotions. What you think it's going to do when you don't want to listen to it? You want to soup it up with human emotions. What you think is going to happen when a man cheats? You think the robot's going to say, "It's okay, you can do it"? No, it's not. It's going to say, "Why the fuck did you do that?" Because it's the right thing to do, and they may just chop that motherfucking head off. You see? Or a female robot might just snap his fucking neck. See? But no, we don't want that to get too far. We don't want to turn these sex dolls into walking emotional beings, human form with emotions, because then they can't get arrested for that, because according to God, according to their God, it's just AI. The most they will do is turn the bitch off. So yeah, they had to put this shit to a stop. Yeah, they had to go in there and raid this shit down. Yeah, they had to go and stop them. Because why not just accept people for who they are and have people accept themselves for who they are? We take the long route. Years and years and centuries of people falling for the bullshit, falling for power, falling for the illusion. This is why they want to bring back gold. How much they say the sex dolls cost? $1,200 to a couple of thousands? Please. Just learn how to love you. Stop taking the long route. Stop taking the long route. Leave it where it's at. Your masculine will have no choice. Your feminines will have no choice but to wake up Because when they change the program, you will have no choice but to change in it too. When they take the TikToks away, your children will have no choice but to sit their ass down and stop ticking and stop talking. When they take the Facebooks and the Instagrams away, because I said this shit years ago, somebody said don't speak on it, but it is what it is. My soul is letting me know these things are gonna happen, and I don't have no problem because my soul told me ahead of time to be prepared. This is for your intuition. Your intuition is going to prepare you for your next move. You only become misguided when that moment comes and that shit gets real and you make the wrong choice, then you became misguided. But your guide will tell you shit before it happens so that you, when that moment comes, you will be prepared for the next move. Of course, if anything, they're gonna slow it down. Like they sensitizing shit now. Instead of sensitizing lies, they're gonna start sensitizing the truth. They're gonna stop letting the lies spread. They're gonna flip it. It's gonna reverse itself. That's what's happening. Everything is going to reverse itself. Okay? We got hit around the time of when the shit's about to reverse. All right? Everything's about to reverse where your AI will only monitor specific words and shit. You will have to use nothing but code. They will not let people be on these. There'll be no dating sites. There'll be no, in the new world, there will be no choice of dating online. You will go back to natural human connection. If you connect, you connect. If you don't, you don't. It will go back. Everything's going to reverse itself back, starting with TikTok. Any type of social. I heard they got rid of Backpage a while ago. They're going to get rid of a lot of these sites that's having access to pedophiles and predators to be accessible to the human, because they won't come out like that. Predators, they come out, they'll be easy to spot. You got to take them, you got to get them out the hole because they're bringing people in it. The predators will sit in the hole and wait till you pass them. Then they'll come out and get you. So the hole is this dating stream. Social stream. Using it for sex. You're always getting DMs from weirdos. Pedophiles on there. Demons. Want to drag you down with them. So they're going to reverse it. You know, they already started the process a while ago where they're catching predators trying to lure young little girls who shouldn't even be on this shit. 18 years and up, if anything. Any child under the age of 18 should never have access to no social sites. I don't give a flying fuck if they want to socialize with their friends at school. You will do the old way, is see them in school, and when you're no longer in school, you got homework to do. No, they all over Facebook. Kids on Facebook. Which means they had to falsify their age. Falsify their date of birth. There'll be no more of that. Because it would probably be illegal. It would be illegal for children under 18 to be on cell phones and shit, have cell phones. They would make it easier for parents to be able to have daycare for their children, and they would be mindful of the predators in the daycare centers as well. This shit's about to hit hard. And those who are not disciplined will get caught. Because they were so used to living in the old world, that habit is stuck on them. That habit and desire to binge off of social sites, dating sites. Oh, if this wasn't no act right, I'm going to go. That's traumatizing. That's traumatizing. Triggering people's abandonment issues and traumatizing people using these social sites, keeping their options open. It's traumatizing. They know. They know. So you got to stop them. And how to stop them? You got to take away what it is they love the most. You got to take away what it is they love the most. You got to take back control. You the feminines out there and you the masculines out there who knows these things. You can't just take somebody's phone away from them. Okay? You can't stop them. The law really can't stop them, but the law that if they don't control themselves will do two things. It will stop them or they will put themselves in a trap. And then they will get caught up and they will have time to think about that when they get locked up. Because this shit is going to be illegal. Shit's like infidelity. There's some countries where they would literally have the right to kill their own spouse or some kind of situation where they're allowed to kill that liar who deceived them. Okay? This shit deep. The trauma has to stop. They are understanding that when you fall in love with somebody, it can trigger a lot of emotions. You know? So a lot of y'all will, y'all believe in karma. Well, this is probably going to be the biggest karma that they ever had. The truth is coming back into this world. And people are saying this. People are looking like, people are saying these things already. And I've been saying this shit for years. I don't know how many websites, how many Facebooks they done shut down. How many Facebooks they done shut down. People used to get hung, y'all. Treason used to be real treason. Where people commit crimes, they will pay the price. The shit that go on today is treasonous in from the government all the way down to the people. They used to hang people. Shit like that. They said it was going to come a time where a good man has to make a bad decision to get rid of the bad man. I know this is coming, and this is why I'm not really worried about it. I'm chilling. I'm just going to listen to my intuition, and I'm going to do my part as much as I can until my last breath. I don't give a shit about nothing else other than doing the right thing. As far as spiritual awakening. They start censoring shit. Okay? It's hard to explain because let me explain something to y'all. It looks the same, but there is one that's real and there's one that's not. You have to use your discernment to tell the difference between something that's real and something that's not. Your soul will say, "Yup." See, a lot of us have been living by our egos and not our souls. You understand me? A lot of us been driven by ego and illusion, the perfect relationship and shit. But we like I said, we're at war right now. And you got to pick your side in order to fight this battle. There is no middle way. The middle way is nothing but the deceiver. The deceiver is the middle way. Someone who, when it works for them, they'll take that route. When it works for them, they'll take that route. So like it's like the cheating masculine or the cheating feminine balancing out two. One is the true masculine, one is the fake masculine, or one is the true feminine and one is the fake feminine. That is a deceiver. That masculine or feminine runner is taking the middle way. They're living the middle way. They got one foot in on this way and one foot out on that side. That's the middle way, and it's toxic. It's toxic for them as well as the people around them. That person has to make a choice. It's either they're going to live in their own hell or they're going to live in their own righteousness. The middle way will always catch up to them because, it always reflects itself. So good, bad shit happens. Good, bad shit happens. Good, bad shit happens. So, all right, y'all. That is one of the messages that came back to me from Spirit. I hope y'all get it, and I hope y'all understand it. Play this video back as much as you need to in order for it to click. To resonate with the message, it has to click, means touch your soul. If it doesn't touch your soul, then it means the message is not for you at this moment. But if it does touch your soul, then it means the message is for you. Okay? There could be 100 people watching this, but only 5 or 6 will resonate. Okay? Truly, truly resonate with it. All right? Keep doing your studies. Keep uplifting yourselves. You know, we just gotta understand, like, this journey is real. This war is happening. You wonder why you can't get it together. It's because you haven't made a choice. You gotta make a choice. I know what the battle feels like. I go through it every day. But at the end of the day, I make the choice to love me and love my truth. You know, I'm not going to, not love my truth and then go and date someone else. I tried that. I tried to move on as a I try to move on as a test, try to see what universe would do, and the universe did exactly what I knew it was gonna do. Expose my ass as far as my emotions and me not they it's like when you get with somebody else, they will make you think about this person even more, or you know you wouldn't be completely over them. You know what I mean? Even though you're in a new situation and it's so much healthier for you, it's so much better. That's not the point. The point is for you to get this self healing, no matter how perfect this person can be. Don't matter if they got what you need in life as far as house, cars, and shit, good job, good qualities. That's not your husband. You know who your husband is. And you have to go through your journey and allow this person to deal with their battles. You know who your wife is. You got to let them do this. You got to let them go through that battle and be patient. Shit, I got to be patient too. When I look my masculine, when the opportunity arises and spirit say you're strong enough to face the masculine and know and recognize what's going on, they do that. Do I want my masculine to stay? No. As long as he's still dealing with his battle, he can't fight that battle with me because he would blame me, and he would blame me. So you don't want your partner to sit there and say, "Oh, you put a spell on me," or you don't want your partner. If your partner says you put a spell on them, then there's most likely spirit trying to contact them, but they're rejecting the message. Um, some of them will try to get you to, but it's not intentional. It's just the demon inside of them wants to get you to forget, just like they got them to forget. But you have to remember you while you're facing your partner. Remember you, because when they see that you can remember you, it will start to reflect, and they will be like, "Well, damn, you're not budging. I can't read you. You're not budging. No, you can read me, but you have to be. Only way you're gonna be able to access me is if you have the key. You and your masculine, you and your feminine, and divine in the 5D will come up with a secret code. You would talk to each other, a secret code amongst yourselves, you know, in the 5D. And then one of y'all will get the message. And then when you come together, you will see if it's triggered. Like you would be on the 5D and you'll say things like, because a lot of our masculines has been disconnected, MK Ultra, told what to do physically and not mentally. A lot y'all gotta understand how deep this shit goes. A lot of our masculines, as well as ourselves, are in the 5D realm, a different dimension. The body is here, but they're in a different dimension. And some of y'all have a hard time understanding because y'all been programmed to believe that what you see is what you get. But that's not true. A lot of them are trapped on the 5D realm because the body, the vessel that manifests them down to this 3D, is being distracted by the AI, being distracted by demonic AI followers, like female who are overly sexualized, watching people like Cardi B and all these stupid bitches online. Yeah, some of y'all may say, well, Cardi B giving some knowledge. I was like, she's taking the middle way. She's what you would call the middle way. She would twerk that ass, get all these injections and all that shit, but she would give you knowledge and she would give you power. But she's the middle way, and that's toxic. It's toxic. You understand me? Nobody's perfect. I get it. Nobody's perfect. But the goal is to realize this fucking war. All right? This is a war. The war is for the body, possession of the body again. Possession of the physical self again. You the awakened one is doing your research, which means you're coming down into the self. And then once you reached and grounded yourself, which means you are one with God, you're one with your soul again. You must remember that, because you got to understand, while you're still in this program, there's the program of deception is still alive, and you could easily fall back to sleep. Like I said, I remember my master told me he was going to sleep, but I didn't know what the fuck he was talking about. And he said, when I go to sleep, I go to sleep hard. So you got to read between the lines. Like, I didn't remember this shit until I awakened. How he tried to help me get up. And it's been 9 years now since no, it's been since I awakened. It's been 6 years since. But me and him been on this physical journey for 9 years. And it don't even feel like 9 years, to be honest with you. It don't even feel like it. But yeah, when you realize the difference between the two, and you realize that there is a 5D 3D battle of the mind. Y'all will say, well, what am I supposed to do? Battle with the karmic? No. Don't. Don't battle with the masculine's flesh. Don't battle with the masculine, the karmic. Don't battle with that. That's not the battle. The battle is inside your own self. The battle is you have this knowing, then once you get this knowledge and this power, you will not care about who they were. You will not care about the flesh, knowing that the flesh is not of one with itself. It's that deep. You wouldn't care what it does. You wouldn't care what it says. You wouldn't care about shit. You would just know that that's not him. I know what he looked like. That's not her. I know what he looked like, because on the 5D, and they try to manifest down to you in many different ways, they will tell you how they truly feel about you, and you would feel it, because you and that person has a connection together. It's nothing to be afraid of. It's to accept. To accept that programming, that true programming that you're supposed to be in, and get rid of that old toxic programming. And they have to do that too. They have to be able to get rid of that. They have to choose wisely. A lot of them are in the middle way, where they contact you. It's a narcissistic behavior where they contact you. Can narcissists wake up? Yes, they can. A narcissist is a soulless being, okay, who are only led by desire. All right? But if there is no more bullshit for them, and there's punishment to, because they love themselves enough to not want to put, well, some of them love themselves, but it's going to be tough. But you, the awakened one, will help towards the process to the awakening. Start teaching. Start posting positive. Don't post pain all over Facebook. Don't post your problems on Facebook. Post uplifting shit, quotes and shit. Post things that you would know, because they're watching you. They don't need to know your pain. And yes, they will come to you. If they haven't seen you, heard from you and shit, they will come back to you to see if you're still hurt. But you show them that you've grown. And you show them that you step in your power. And you reflect them. You reflect the them that they refuse to accept. At all costs. I don't give a shit if they do call you all kinds of names. And trust me, I done been called all kinds of names in the book. From the color of my skin, to the sound of my voice, to all things. But then that shows me just how dark, just how much the power that demon has over my partner. And I say to my partner, I said, I know you're in there. And I know that he got, and I know you're possessed by a dark demon. And that and you got to show, like, I know y'all think this shit is weird and this shit, but this shit is real. If you run from that demon will now know that you are vulnerable. That demon will now know that you are weak, and it will do two things. It will get another demon to possess you, or it will try to possess you where it's gonna hurt you, and it's gonna make you go out here and start doing wicked shit by hurting, harming, and disrespecting the world, and then doing all that wicked shit that they do. You face that mirror, and you reflect that mirror, and you look that demon in the eye, and you show that demon itself again. You understand me? The demon is just the body out of line, and you have that inner connection with their eyes. Reflect that inner peace. You got to reflect that inner peace when you look them in the eyes again. That balance within the self, and then you will trigger them. Distance is good too. Separation is good, not bad. You know? Take as much time as you need to heal, just like they doing. They taking as much time as they need to heal that body. That body done been through some shit, and y'all don't understand. They don't tell y'all everything. They don't tell you if the masculines or feminines been raped when they were young. A lot of them don't tell y'all this. Molested and shit by friends and family and shit. They don't tell y'all this. So remember who you are when you reflect that to this person. Y'all gotta understand what these meanings truly mean, and then y'all will understand what it really looks like. Keep waking yourselves up. Shit, I'm giving y'all real good information here. You know, real good information here that you will pretty much pay a lot of money for. It's someone to tell you what's really going on with you. You know, so this is why I say support the truth. Stop supporting these fake, phony ass people, these rehearsed ass people who will get online and rehearse this shit just to get it right. This is raw and uncut. This is truth. Don't shoot the messenger. Get the message. And you got to realize it got to resonate with your soul. I mean, send chills up and down your body type shit. No, it sounds good. No, not that. It sounds good, so it's all, maybe it's good because it sounds good. No, it's got to be, it's got to touch your soul. It's got to give you chills. It's got to give you chills. It's got to make your skin crawl. That's resonation. That frequency got to go right through your body. All right. So, all right, if Spirit have any more message for me, I definitely will jump on. However way, okay. I would do it. It is what it is. Just get the message, y'all. Get the message. When you go out there in the world, you will see it differently. Okay? You will see it differently. But don't be afraid. Yes, it is a lonely journey, but you're never alone. Okay? Live life as if you're already in a relationship with the oneness of self. Truth. Live your life as if you're already with them. And I'm not talking about, say, like, as far as living your life as if you're already in a relationship, is being one with yourself. Being one with yourself. It's like, go take a walk. It's like, all right, it's like this. If you lost a loved one, family member, and they no longer have a body, you will still love them the same way. Do that same thing with the masculine energy. That spiritual energy, that feminine energy that you know to be. Love them as if they were right next to you, because they are. They right next to you. Some of y'all will get dreams of your family members telling you, hey, that's the one. Or, they will come and manifest, that's the one. When you're in the dream, you're in the 5D. Okay? If you want to see your partner again in the 5D, all you have to do is let your spirit know by speaking it into existence and say, hey, spirit, I want to see my masculine next time I take a nap. or hey, I want to see my feminine the next time I take a nap, into the 5D, what you're doing is you're putting your physical self down and you're going back into the 5D plane where your partner will be. This is why a lot of y'all say I've had a dream about them and what they're doing. What they're doing is projecting to you what's going on. And if you want to meet with them, what you do is say, hey, I want to meet with you. Don't be afraid of them, because your fears will travel with you into the 5D realm. You got to be prepared to face it. And when they know you're ready, when you're prepared to face it. Okay? And you will start to manifest. And all of a sudden you get a call, an email, or you'll feel their presence, or you'll get a signs and synchronicities and shit. Pay attention to all that. And when you get that, you get that feeling like, wow, they really just communicated with me. And let it be known, I got your message. And I love and appreciate it. Sometimes, like, they give you, like, you ask a question and say, hey, if I, like, if they're thinking about me, show me flowers or show me birds, or make something like simple. Don't be like, oh, give me $1 million if they thinking about me type shit. Nothing stupid like that. um Something real simple, something real something real simple. All right, like, write it down. If you can't speak it, write it down. And it will communicate with you. Your soul will always communicate with you, or the soul of the partner is always watching you and looking over your shoulders and making sure you do the right thing too. Okay, one soul, two separate bodies. Okay, and it's that masculine and feminine balance. Okay. Oh, but anyway, keep hope alive. Keep faith alive. Keep it alive. Like, this world is not perfect, and it's showing you. It's showing you that the world is not perfect. Okay, we have to help heal the planet by helping break the program. And then once you break the program, each one wake up. It can change overnight if everybody woke up. If everybody woke up, if everybody accepted who they truly are, we can come right into union, and everything will be great. But you, the element, needs to shift. All right, you need to shift, and you need to stay there. At least stay up. Okay, don't go back. Don't go backwards. Don't let the karmic tell you, I got your man, we doing this, we doing that, or let the masculine karmic, I got your girl, whoop de wop de wop. Nah, don't fall for none of that shit. Don't fall for that shit. That's programming. It's an illusion. It's an illusion. It's placed there to destroy you. Don't let it. If you show the masculine, next time you see your partner, you look them dead in the eyes. And you show that demon that. You can look him dead in his eyes with no fear. No fear. No worries. That's how that works. You got to face that reality with strength, wisdom, and power. Identify it and release it. But all right, y'all. Thank y'all for tuning in. If you want to support the channel, my donation link will be in the comments below. Make sure y'all like, comment, and subscribe. Give me your inputs. I would love to talk to you guys about what your journey is like. I can pretty much go live one day and just do a Q&A. But just stick around, y'all. Subscribe, hit that bell, because whatever happens. If I'm guided, I'll come on. If I'm not, then I'm not. I don't want y'all to think that I'm like the rest of these program readers, where I have a set schedule of everything. I just do as I'm guided. When I'm missing in action, it's just me going through my purging and going through my healing. I am still taking bookings. Okay, the sooner you book, the faster you get it. It's first come, first serve. All the information will be down in the description. Okay. So peace and blessings to all y'all. All right. I love y'all. Make sure y'all stay strong. The process, the wave is here. It's happening. It's clearing out all toxic energy. They will start to wake up, but like I said, when they wake up, they need somebody to turn to. It's like you. When you woke up, you had nobody to turn to. But in this case, they're a little lucky. They got this person here to turn to when they start to shift back into sleep mode. Okay. You gotta know the difference between mind, body, and soul. And you gotta know your elements of your chakras and your balance, okay? If you wanna book a chakra healing to find out where you guys are when it comes to your chakra and what needs to be worked on, or your partner needs to work on, and where they at, you can book a chakra healing. Just email me or inbox me. If you're on Facebook or Instagram, just inbox me. If you're on YouTube, just email me. That information is in the description too, and just let me know you want a chakra healing, okay? And I'll give you the information for all that. But it's time to support truth. Y'all gotta stop supporting this bullshit, okay? You gotta stop supporting bullshit, man. The bullshit has took the lead for so long now that y'all don't even know what real shit look like. Y'all think real shit is supposed to be powdered up with a sexy ass voice and some makeup and some heels and shit and your boobs out and all this dumb shit. No, it needs to be original. The message must be original, it can't be duplicated. It can only be imitated. Okay? It's the same thing, but it's one is real and one is fake. Okay? Y'all have to know how to use your discernment, man. You got the world now where people are waking up only because of different types of information. Okay, different types of information, but the right of different type of information. I'm not the only one out here telling the truth. Um, they tend to want to stop the truth. Okay, when they want to stop the truth, that's how you know it's the truth. Okay, when they want to stop it. Okay, what world do we live in where you can't teach embodiment of the self? That is crazy. So you do the math, you pay attention. They will always want to stop. And I don't mean like stopping bad guys. I'm not saying like that because it looks the same, but one is real and one is fake. So you would think when I say stop the stop things, I'm not mean like it's like bad guys shouldn't be stopped. Yes, they should be stopped. I'm talking about knowledge. I'm talking about knowledge. Okay, all knowledge is good knowledge, but it's just some that's just not. Okay, just like I say these things because some of y'all are trapped into that program and you thought it was good. You thought it was good. You thought it was a good programming, but it's not. It's a very toxic programming, and we grew up in it. Some of us was born in it. All right, where our parents programmed us since we were little ass kids to love the things that that it is. Okay, so it's gonna be hard, but it's gonna be real. Okay, and it's gonna be it get easier once you get over that hump. Okay, so all right, y'all. Once again, peace and blessings to you. Hope all is well and stay well. Um, you know, peace.